I realized that this video was going to be a story time, I was like, how come you haven't told any story on your channel? You that can gist all the stories in this Africa. Like, how is it possible that I've had the channel for almost 4 months and I have not told you guys any story? You guys must forgive me because I'm going to give you a story today. The funny thing is, I don't know why I'm starting with a story that kind of seems scary. Okay, not so scary. But let me just tell you this story. I was attacked by a baboon. You think I'm joking? I'm serious, no jokes. I was attacked physically by a baboon. So what made me want to talk about this story was the fact that, okay, few months ago, I saw somebody I follow on Instagram, and they bought a baboon into their residence, into their house, and I'm like, how can somebody be keeping a baboon in their house, you know? And like, this is jokes anyways, because people keep a lot of animals. The thing is, even before I was attacked, I just felt like monkeys and like those other animals that fall into like the primate category or something, I just felt like they were too much for me. Like, they behaved so much like human beings, and it kind of was scary, you understand? So yeah, but I didn't have any issue going to, I love going to the zoo because I love, as in, nature and everything. Like, you want to go and see animals, and it was so cool to go to the zoo. Then this, after I saw that this lady bought baboon into their house, so right now baboon lives in their compound. Okay, oh, I just forgot about it anyways. Then few days ago, I was going through YouTube and I saw, I don't know what I did with that, I was just seeing plenty monkeys and everything. I said, is this one a sign for me to tell this story? Anyways, I was just seeing plenty monkeys, and I'm like, I just noticed I was scrolling past, you understand? And I know that since I got attacked by a baboon, I've actually been a little bit scared of them. Like, I've just been very uncomfortable around them. Even when I see them in movies, I would skip that part, you know? So I think it's right now, like, it's an issue, like, I'm scared of them. So let me just tell you what happened. Like, let me just go right into the gist. This fateful day, I got dressed to, like, fine girl dressed, you know? Went to the zoo, and you know, there are lions in that particular zoo, and there's hyder, there's crocodiles. They are just, you know, the zoo, so a lot of animals were there. So but this particular section that has the baboon has monkeys. Just like, you know, monkeys have plenty species, so beautiful, so interesting. Like, they have a lot of species, like different types. So they're like up to 12 cages that had different types, different species of monkeys. Then there were other cages that had baboons, and, like, you know, different breeds, or let's say breeds or species, different species of baboons. So it was like a whole cage of, like, let's say 30 cages designated to those kind of animals. So like, you enter, I don't know how I'm going to explain this. So like, there's like a rail around it, you understand, just like protecting it or something. Like, when you want to get to the extreme, since, let's say, for instance, I'm trying to see 30 different species of monkeys, I have to start from, like, let's say, the first gate, you understand, the first cage. So I go through first cage, second cage, third cage, till like the 30th cage, you get? So I have to go like this, you understand? So but the beginning of the cage had the baboon, you know, and I was in the zoo. There are plants in the zoo, you know. This was my mistake, so I'm not going to blame the baboon for attacking me. Let me find trouble because nobody told me. I didn't know, you know. I had like a stick, you know, just like a plant I caught. Maybe I just picked, I don't know how I got it, but I was in the zoo. I know zoos can be, Nigerian zoo now, there are trees and everything. So I had like a stick I caught, and I was just holding and just like playing with it. You know, when I got to the baboon, like, I was not using it to play with the baboon. I didn't know I was maybe I triggered it. Not maybe. Accept that you looked for trouble. Let me find trouble. So I think I triggered the baboon. So I had it inside their cage. I would later know that I triggered it because I think I read up about it, and like, maybe let me find trouble basically. So I took the leaf and like put it inside the cage. Like, you know, cages have small holes. What? Wait, thinking about it now, like, you know, they fear, you know, but I was just excited. So I put it inside the cage and I was like, you know, so the baboon kind of rushed me and snatched that stick from my hand and kind of ran further into its cage, you understand? So me, I was like, baboon don't collect my stick, you understand? But like, I just kept on moving, went to the second cage, third cage. Basically, I went through all like the 30 cages looking at just like from outside, and not like you enter inside the cage, like looking at all these monks and just taking in the beauty of nature, you know. So I went through all these cages. Then, ladies and gentlemen, I was coming back. Like I said, there's a rail that covered the cage, so the end of the rail is kind of blocked. When you're done, like when you get to the last cage, you'd have to come back and pass that same place you passed when we were coming into that primate, would I say, section. This was like over 20 minutes because there were plenty cages, like I said. I was coming back. This baboon recognized me. Hey, my village people, it is people. Now I just realized that now I do this thing. This baboon recognized me. No jokes. You see why I said that these people are so close? They behave like human beings. Like, this baboon recognized me. When I was coming back, Baboon carried my cane that I used and was playing with him. I don't know if it's she or he. Baboon carried this thing, because the rail and the cage, like the space is not too much. You're talking about, like, I think I'm having shivers. Like, the rail was not like too close, and me, I was still like having fun, you know. And this baboon came out and like put the cane out from this thing. I don't know, like, he practically whipped me with this cane. Like, I don't see the run I ran. See, something no do you maybe say because shame will come up for your body. The kind of run I ran inside that zoo, I was practically screaming, "Mommy, oh, mommy!" Thinking about it now. Oh my God. See, I was screaming, "Mommy, oh, mommy!" I was running round the zoo. You know how people are telling you, like, it's okay, it's not chasing you, and in your mind the baboon is chasing you. Like, I'm not joking. I was running in the zoo. I was running until it just felt like I could hear people say it's no longer chasing. Like, no, it wasn't really chasing me. It was not chasing me because it was in the cage, but it whipped me with the cane. So I was running, and in my mind it was chasing me. I was so scared. Gosh, that was the last time I went to the zoo anyways. This is just really how the story ends. That was the last time I went to the zoo. I'll probably go to a zoo again, but trust me to be extra careful about it. And like, this thing is, like I said, almost 10 years, and it's still fresh in my memory. That this baboon, just imagine if the lock was not very strong. Just imagine if it was not, you know, this is why I'm so scared of these creatures, because just imagine that the lock maybe opened out of his anger. What? Oh my God, no, let me not imagine that. But you guys, this thing whipped me with the cane I threw in its cage, or it snatched from me, over 20 minutes ago. You understand? Like, I cannot forget the way I ran inside that zoo. I cannot forget. Anyway, so you guys, this is just the gist I wanted to give you people, because I just really thought about this, and I said, okay, let me give you guys gist. Thank you so much for watching my video. Thank you so much for always coming to hear me talk my talk. I appreciate you guys for always. Thank you. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't. What did I say again? Like this video, share, leave a comment. I'll see you in my next video, guys. Bye.